Welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. Here's your weekly dose of inspiration to build a creative habit, one drawing at a time. Brought to you by Sketchbook Skool. That first page of a sketchbook can be a little scary, don't you think? Will you just dive in and draw whatever is at hand? Or are you considering the subject? Your inner critic perhaps telling you that first drawing sets the tone for the rest of the sketchbook and it should be meaningful and perfect. Hold on. First things first. This is a brand new sketchbook. You don't know its format yet. You don't know how the paper will respond to your tools. So to fill that very first page, apart from writing your contact details in it, just in case you might lose it, look inside your pencil bag and draw what you draw with. Pick up a favorite pen, so you'll know, while drawing, if this pen will stay favorite for this sketchbook, or that you might seek out one of your other tools to match with this sketchbook. As I'm drawing these things from my sketch kit, I can also tell you a little bit about these items. I never take a whole lot of art tools with me on the go. I just don't want to schlep around with lots of tools. Well, usually I end up using just one pen and maybe watercolors anyway. Little tools means that the choice is limited too, and that means I get to draw right away and don't risk spending a lot of time deciding what pen or pencil to use. I'm drawing a Lamy Safari fountain pen with a broad nib. Luckily I'm drawing a Lamy Safari fountain pen. Luckily, I have a few of these, so while I'm drawing with one, I can draw another one. This one has a broad nib. I also always carry a gray brush pen with me. It comes in handy to add quick shadows to a pen drawing. A waterbrush pen allows me to watercolor on location without needing to bring a water container and a brush. This is all in one. Another fountain pen that makes me completely happy is the Sailor fountain pen with calligraphy nib. Its broad nib makes your lines kind of unpredictable and therefore very exciting. This pen makes me want to work quick and loose, and then later on, when turning the nib the other way around, I can add fine details if I want to. Plus the rainbow pencil. I've seen Nina Johansson, Lynn Chapman and Jason Das do amazing things with it. And I often use it when I want to do a quick drawing. The colored tip gives the line a playful and festive effect, and the blunt tip prevents you from going into details and slowing down to do so. And then there's my small watercolor box. It's a vintage model from Winsor & Newton, and they don't make these anymore. I always fill it with watercolor paint tubes. When you fill a page like this, or two, depending on how many tools you want to include, don't worry about depicting the tools perfectly. Just add a little bit of detail. You'll recognize the things you draw, especially when you add color. You're capturing the characteristics, and that's what this is about. I like doing this kind of drawing every now and then. When I look back into old sketchbooks, I see what tools I used back then and realize how taste and style evolves. How favorite pens sometimes can even be forgotten when they get replaced by a new favorite. Add some color to your page. That's going to make a big difference. You might even want to write down the colors of your palette for future reference, if you find that handy. Fill a page with your favorite tools. You can do this at the beginning of each sketchbook or whenever you don't have an idea what to draw. It never becomes boring. And if you want more ideas, sign up for the sample course in Sketchbook Skool. It's free, so go to sketchbookskool.com and join.